I'd like to call to order a special meeting of the Board of Education, May 5th, 2015 at 6 o'clock p.m. And due to a glitch, I'm switching back and forth between two. Oh, there we go, thank you. So, Kathy, would you please call the roll?
Blakely.
Here.
Gaspar.
Here.
Impistado. Locke.
Here.
Stoops.
Here.
Hodge.
Here.
Drummond.
Here. Mrs. Locke, would you lead us in the pledge?
Yes, sir. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'm assuming, since everyone is a friend tonight, that we do not have any public comments, but I would like to pass over to Dr. Hitchens.
That's too funny.
Although you are still welcome to comment. Otherwise, I'd like to pass it over to Dr. Hitchens because she would like to say a few words to our retiring student ambassador, Jake Burkhardt.
Yeah, and you guys can feel free to join in, but we did want to mention that Jake's been with us for 2 years, and we've really appreciated the feedback that you've brought to the board, and it's been a very unique perspective. You're a self-described athlete who dabbles in the arts, I think is what you said?
Yes.
Something like that. And so you've always been able to bring with you different perspectives of different kids that you've talked to, and your ambassador comments we always look forward to because they range from topics like voter registration to the play to the different athletic events. You gave a very detailed report on the math team at one point that I remember.
Credit where it's due.
That's right. That's right. So we really appreciate that, and I know that just looking over your student records, I know that when this board prides itself on making sure that students have choices in what they do, and you've really taken advantage of so many different things like AP and dual credit and all of those different opportunities in the arts, that you're just such a well-rounded person. And I know that you're here as an ambassador of the students to the board, but we also think you're a great ambassador of the district when you go out in the community. So thanks, and I just have a plaque for you. And the other board members can chime in.
You know, I did want to comment that I had the privilege of being one of the board members who interviewed Jake, and it was so refreshing to have him come in. And when we were asking about things in the district, Jake was like, well, here's what I see. And had a very broad perspective, you know, and he's lived up to everything that we hope for. So.
Thank you.
Come on, you should get.
You know, when it comes to take the cake in the first place. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Chris has filmed you.
Jake, where are you off to?
Hope College in Holland, Michigan.
Yeah, and I saw a tweet about that. So are you playing football for them? Is that what I saw?
Yeah.
Oh, you are?
That's very exciting.
And career path?
Political science, Spanish dual major.
Okay, very good.
Ooh,
That was my,
That is
Speak
awesome.
in Spanish?
Attaboy.
Thanks for all you've done.
Well, best of
Great
luck
job.
and keep up everything that you've been doing.
Best of luck.
Thank you guys.
And we'll see you in 2 weeks of graduation.
That's right.
Yes.
Speak there too. You guys be well acknowledged.
Thank you,
Thank
Jake.
you.
He was in and out.
I know, right?
busy man.
Oh, that's awesome.
You did a great job.
You're our secretary, right?
Yeah.
Next, we're moving to action items, certification of election results. Dr. Hitchens.
So as the Secretary of the Board of Education, we look at the election results that were made official by the county, and I would like to declare that Kathy Dremel, John Dryden, and Chris Lowe as newly elected Board of Education members to serve each of them a 4-year term.
I would entertain a motion to certify the winners from the nonpartisan election held on Tuesday, April 7th, 2015.
So moved.
Moved by Gaspar.
Second.
Second by Hodge. Kathy, would you call the roll?
Blakely.
Yes.
Gaspar.
Yes.
Locke.
Yes.
Stoops.
Yes.
Hodge.
Yes.
Drummond.
Yes. Next, we will move to the board member oath of office.
So, Vice President Hodge, as your last act of business on this board, to swear in the candidates. And you guys can join Mr. Hodge if you guys wanted to read along.
All right.
Here, we got some copies.
Got a script.
Follow along with the script.
You don't have to try to remember.
They didn't. Well, this isn't a good picture.
This is wonderful. No, I got them right here. Bigger, what an awesome thing.
Big font.
I did.
Okay.
You did use big font.
I, David Member, do affirm that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of member of the Board of Education of Davie Community Unit School District number 101.
I can't be wrong.
Are we doing this
doing it
together?
in
All together.
Oh, good, good. I, Scott Rowe, do affirm that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of member of the Board of Education of Batavia Community School District 101.
In accordance with the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and the laws of the State of Illinois, to the best of my ability.
In accordance with the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and the laws of the State of Illinois, to the best of my ability.
I further affirm that I shall respect taxpayer interests by serving as a faithful protector of the school district's assets.
I further affirm that I shall respect taxpayers' interests by serving as a faithful protector of the school district's assets.
I shall encourage and respect the free expression of opinions by fellow board members and others who seek a hearing before the board, while respecting the privacy of students and employees.
I shall encourage and respect the free expression of opinions by fellow board members and others who seek a hearing before the board, while respecting the privacy of students and employees.
I shall recognize that a board member has no legal authority as an individual, and that decisions may be made only by a majority vote at a public board meeting.
I shall
recognize that a board member has no legal authority as an individual and that decisions can be made only by a majority vote at a public board meeting.
And I shall abide by majority decisions of the board while retaining the right to seek changes in such decisions through ethical and constructive channels.
I shall abide by majority decisions of the board while retaining the right to seek channels in such decisions through ethical and constructive channels. Wow.
That was a start.
Wow. Now we have a new audience member. You guys have to do it again. Someone All right, well, Greg, thank you. We're going to...
Thank you.
We thanked Greg profusely at our last meeting, so thank you, Greg. And now
Thank you.
you have your seats.
And inasmuch as there is no further business to come before this board, I would entertain a motion to adjourn sine die.
So moved. Second.
Moved by Jasper, he was pretty eager there, second by Locke. All in favor of the motion to adjourn sine die signify same by saying aye.
Aye.
All
right, so that was the end of the first meeting, which was the last meeting of the old board. So we had, the action that we took was to swear in the new members, so congratulations to you guys. So now we have a second meeting, and this is your first official meeting as a board member. And so right now there are no officers of the board. So since this is the first meeting of the second of this Board of Education, you should elect someone to serve as President Pro Tem, and that person's job description would be to take care of the elections of the new president. Then as soon as that person is elected, then the President Pro Tem is no longer needed. So I would recommend that you would vote me as President Pro Tem so that I can lead the elections of the new president.
So moved. I never get to move, so moved.
Second.
Okay, so moved by Dremel, second by Stoops. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so I'm the president for a couple minutes here. So my only,
we're done.
I know.
There's a couple things I'd like to talk to you about.
I'm sure there are. So our first order of business will be the election of the Board of Education president. The terms of the board officers are...
Secretary?
Yep, I skipped.
Secretary.
See, it's not as easy as it looks, is it?
I know.
I'm reading this in my 5 minutes of fame.
I know.
I was skipping, it was going to be...
Right. And Kathy, in our first order of business, would you please call the roll?
Yes. Blakely.
Yes.
Dremel.
Yes.
Ryden.
Here.
Oh, sorry. Roll call. Thank you, Mr. Dryden.
Gaspar.
Here.
Locke.
Here.
Lowe.
Present. Here.
Okay, and I would also entertain a motion that we elect Kathy Scapidi Secretary Pro Tem for the next few minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Gaspar, second by Blakely. All in favor?
Aye.
Great. Kathy, you're the Secretary Pro Tem. All right, so now our first order of business under this board is to elect a president. And so the term of the president, as set by state statute, is a 2-year term. And nominations are in order for the office of president. So any member of the board may nominate another member for the office of president. So do I have any nominations? The nominations do not require a second. So are there any board members who would like to nominate someone for the office of president?
I nominate Kathy Drummond.
Okay.
Second.
All right. Are there any other people that would like to be that would like to throw out a nomination for the ballot of president? Are there any other names? So no other names for president?
Anyone?
All right, if no other nominations, if there are no other nominations, then it says I should repeat the call for nominations a third time, but I feel like I asked you guys at least 3 times already. Are there any other names? All right. If there are no further nominations, then the nomination for the office of president is closed. And Kathy Drummond, being the only candidate nominated for the office of president, the chair hereby declares that you are elected to be the president of the Board of Education for 2 years. Woo-hoo.
Nominations are now in order for the office of vice president. Any member of the board may nominate any other member, and nominations do not require a second. Do I have any nominations?
I nominate Jason Stoops to be vice president.
Jason Stoops is nominated. Are there any other nominations for the office of vice president? Any further nominations for the office of vice president? All right, no further nominations, and the nominations are now closed. Jason Stoops, being the only candidate nominated for the office of vice president, I hereby declare that Jason Stoops is elected by acclamation, and I direct Kathy Scapidi to please record that in the minutes. Oh, I didn't ask for discussion.
No, can I have your board member tag? I think you can fill it in on John's there. You can give it to John.
Oh, there we go.
How come we only have to vote? You know what, I'm not sure you're official, because this one now, page 2 says I need to call for a roll vote. A roll call vote. So before you flip that down, could you please call the roll?
Sure. Blakely.
Yes. I don't know.
Dremel.
Yes.
Dryden.
Yes.
Gaspar.
Yes.
Locke.
Yes.
Lowe.
Yes.
Stoops.
Yes.
Now you can place it.
So the only 2 positions that have to be elected from within the school board are the president and the vice president. So traditionally, in our district, the board has appointed a treasurer and a secretary.
And I would entertain a motion that the Board of Education appoint Tony Iglesi as treasurer of the Batavia Public School District. So moved.
Second.
Moved by Locke, second by Stoops. Kathy, would you call the roll?
Blakely.
Yes.
Dremel.
Yes.
Dryden.
Yes.
Gaspar.
Yes.
Locke.
Yes.
Lowe.
Yes.
Stoops.
Yes.
Tony Iglesi is appointed treasurer of the Batavia Public School District 101. I would also entertain a motion that the Board of Education appoint Dr. Lisa Hitchens as secretary of the Batavia Board of Education.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Stoops, second by Locke. Kathy, could you please call the roll?
Blakely.
Yes.
Dremel.
Yes.
Dryden.
Yes.
Gaspar.
Yes.
Locke.
Yes.
Lowe.
Yes.
Stoops.
Yes.
Did everyone get a chance to look at the dates and times of meetings that were proposed for the coming year?
So they're posted on the website. There's also a handout here, but it matches what was posted on the website. The one change, it's not a change, but the one thing I would say would be that August 11th, to have a workshop on that date with the IASB.
I know, I did not.
You did not.
Was I the only one?
I might not have.
You did.
I did?
I think so. So
Everyone but Drummel.
if you're all around on August 11th, it's important that everyone's here for that workshop.
That's right before school starts, isn't it? Yeah, then I think.
Then I would entertain a motion that the Board of Education approve the dates posted in the board agenda that also match up with the handout that you just received for the regular meetings of the Board of Education. And I would recommend also that those meetings begin at 7 o'clock at the Rosalie Jones Administration Center unless otherwise noted. Moved by Dryden? Second by Locke?
Who was the first one, sorry?
Dryden, right?
Dryden.
I heard this.
Let's get my name in the record, man.
That's right.
It's on.
So this is going to take away all the 11 or 12 o'clock meetings?
Yes.
Correct. Correct.
Okay, Blakely.
Yes.
Drummond.
Yes.
Dryden.
Yes.
Gaspar.
Yes.
Locke.
Yes.
Lowe.
Yes.
Jukes.
Yes.
All right, meeting dates established. I would like to now entertain into just a discussion of board assignments.
Do you want to hand them out now?
Yep. Everyone but John and Chris have experience with our school liaison, I'm sorry, I'm going to my notes on that, to our school liaison program. And I believe, Dr. Hitchens, in orientation, did you speak with them about some of what that was expected?
Yeah, we did talk a little bit about how every board member is assigned to be a liaison to a specific building, and one of you will take on 2 buildings. And so we thought this would be a good opportunity for you guys to have a discussion. Kathy has handed out what she believes would be a great pairing of administrator, of board member to school, and so this would be a good opportunity for you guys to talk about what that role looks like for some of the new members, and make sure that you guys are in agreement with the placements that she made.
We can talk briefly. I can tell you just in general what my vision and expectations of what that role looks like. Generally, at a minimum, board members would attend at least one PTO or PAC meeting in your building. Generally, the principals will reach out and invite you so you have an opportunity to start building a relationship with the building administrator. We also are looking to you to sign up for their messenger or their newsletter service so that you are the one who's knowledgeable about what's the activities going on in that building. When you have an opportunity to report back on things that are going on in that building that you think are relevant to board business or just something to celebrate, that's something you're welcome to bring back to us. A lot of the times you'll hear us talking about those in our ending comments. We also encourage you to, if there's something to celebrate, you've seen that we have a celebrating successes portion of our agenda, and we'd welcome that kind of input, saying, you know what, hey, there's great things happening, can we bring them in and celebrate, and we could organize that. So that's just sort of an overview. We can talk in more depth, or you're also welcome to talk to your fellow board members. And no one needs to feel that they need to work as a liaison to the level that John Gaspar does, because I think he's the star liaison.
I just had nothing to do.
He's retired.
I'm retired.
This is starting next year, so we can,
Starting with the next school year, yes.
Right, and at the Batavia Interschool Council meeting, they were asking for the names of their liaisons. I know the PTOs do like to reach out to you as well. And also, Chris, if you are the high school liaison, we added to that job description to be the student ambassador. You're in charge of the student ambassadors.
Yep, I already know about that, so thank you.
Yeah, so those interviews with how many candidates?
I haven't seen the list yet.
You got an email. You probably just didn't.
is there a lot?
There is a ton. It's so
Wow.
exciting. We have an amazing
The
group
day
of
before
students.
the applications were due, there was only a couple, so
Yeah.
that's great. They came in
Shocking
last
that high
minute.
school students would wait till last minute.
But that was-
Like a couple of hours.
Awesome.
That's why.
Unlike adults.
I think you're right.
Really?
Yeah, exactly. Never.
That's good, I'm glad that we got a.
Yeah, it was exciting. So Chris, take a look at those. But Chris and I are sitting in on the interviews next week, so that's very exciting. As I said, I had the privilege of being one of the people that interviewed Jake Burkhog, and he far exceeded our expectations. And Sam Bradel's been doing a great job, so we're looking for a great partner for Sam to serve for next year and then the following year also. Something that Dr. Hitchens and I also spent a little time brainstorming about was there are some other assignments that we've already had, but we added a few. So, and I did get a chance to briefly talk to Jason about this, but we have talked about, and Chris, I think this was actually a recurring theme in your campaign, was reaching out to our other partners in our community So we thought that we would provide an expert on our city council, on our library, and our park district. So there's not an expectation that you would necessarily go to meetings, although I know Jason is a city council junkie, so that's why you gave Jason the city council meetings. But an awareness, perhaps a regular checking of minutes to see what kinds of things are going on, whether there's things that would be relevant to us as a community, and an opportunity to build closer relationships with our other partners. Batavia Interschool Council, John Gaspar is going to sit on because apparently he's the only one who can manage to get there on Saturdays. And that's a great group. We've actually we've had people who are very eager and they're always doing really good work. I will continue to sit on the Curriculum and Assessment Advisory Council. Tina will continue to sit on the Professional Learning Advisory Council. And with the STEM school rolling out, we don't really even know what this looks like, but Sue is prepared to be our liaison to whatever's going on at the STEM school. So we can talk more about what our roles will be, but does anyone have any questions?
Great idea.
Yeah.
Great idea.
I'm looking forward to it. I like it.
Excellent. Okay, well then you guys, we are ready to roll. That is the conclusion of our business this evening. I'd like to move on to board member comments. John, did you have anything prepared tonight?
4 things.
Awesome.
First and foremost, I'd like to send a great big shout out to our entire staff for Teacher Appreciation Week. Job well done and keep up the great work. I'd like to congratulate Kathy on her re-election last April and for her re-election to be our board president. Best wishes. Congratulations to Jason for his election as our new vice president. I know you will do a great job. And finally, I'd like to congratulate John and Chris on their election to the board last month and for finally being seated. Best of luck.
That was great. Thanks, John. Tina, any comments?
No, congratulations. Welcome. Look forward to a good couple years.
Chris?
I don't have anything prepared, but I just want to say thank you.
It's not a requirement. You can go off the cuff totally.
All right.
You'll learn to live with
That end. I just want to say thank you to the community for the support and everybody who voted. And I'm really thank you to all the board members who have reached out and made me feel welcome in my new role. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm very excited and hope it all goes well.
Sue?
Just looking at your pictures. That's not a good picture. I just want to welcome the new board members.
She's an equal opportunity slammer.
Yeah. Well, no. John knows he makes wonderful comments and makes us look like slackers half the time. So, just welcome. Look forward to working with everybody. So, thank you.
Well, I want to welcome the new board members. I'm going to look forward to working closely with you on the collaborative measures and having some good constructive discussions on the issues that we know are coming as well as the ones that pop up. I look forward to working closely with you also, John, in our working relationship. I want to thank the board for giving me the honor of serving as vice president. I promise to you that I will do the best in my capacity to faithfully serve our community and this board and our students and everyone involved with Batavia. And go Bulldogs.
John, did you have any comments?
Thank you for the welcome. Thank you to the BEA, people who brought me here. Thank you to the community. I'm ready to roll up my sleeves and let's go. Let's go.
Excellent. Well, I think this is a great first night. I think there's a lot of enthusiasm at this table, and I think we're going to continue moving ahead and doing the great work that we're doing. I do appreciate your vote of confidence in me to serve another 2 years as your president. That's a huge honor because this has been an incredibly great board, and I think we have 2 really great new members. So I'm very excited to start working. And Jason, you alluded to it, but I did not mention publicly, but I think it's a great thing to mention that Jason is going to be acting as John's mentor. So John has a specific person that he can go to if he's got questions about how things work, and Tina's going to be working as Chris's mentor. Not that they can't approach any board member, but they've got someone there that's cheerleading for them and just ready to guide them with whatever they might need. So welcome, and let's get to work. And with that said, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Gaspar, second by Blakely. All in favor?
Aye.
And I would like to invite everyone, we have some treats in the back, and we have the Keurig fired up, and we can have some coffee and treats.
All right.
Welcome our new board members.
Cool.